Hi, my name is Denmark from the Service of the Living God community in Ormoc City. Welcome to Pathways of Hope. Our reflection today comes from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 21, verses 33 to 43. And it says, "Hear another parable. There was a master of a house who planted a vineyard and put a fence around it, and dug a wine press in it, and built a tower and leased it to tenants, and went into another country. When the season for fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the tenants to get his fruit. And the tenants took his servants and beat one, killed another, and stoned another. Again he sent other servants, more than the first, and then they did the same to them. Finally he sent his son to them, saying, 'They will respect my son.' But when the tenants saw the son, they said to themselves, 'This is the heir. Come, let us kill him and have his inheritance.'" Brothers and sisters, it's a powerful story. And when I read it, I can't help but think about how it relates to our own lives. In the parable, a landowner creates a beautiful vineyard. He puts much effort into making sure it has everything it needs. Then he entrusts it to tenants to take care of it. All he asks in return for them is to share its fruit. But instead of being faithful stewards, the tenants reject his servants and even kill his son. It's easy to think, how could they do that? But when I think about it, I realize that I'm not so different from those tenants sometimes. God has given each of us a vineyard, our lives, our talents, our time, and our relationships. The question is, how are we taking care of what God has given us? First, I think it's important to acknowledge that everything we have is from God. It's easy to get caught up in thinking we own our successes and possessions. But the truth is, we're just caretakers. When we see our lives as a gift, it changes how we approach things. What has God entrusted to me? Am I recognizing and appreciating His blessings? Just like the landowner wanted fruit from his vineyard, God wants our lives to bear good fruit. That doesn't always mean doing huge, noticeable things. Often, it's how we live our day to day. Are we showing kindness and patience? Are we using our talents to serve others? Are we making time for God and growing in our relationship with Him? The fruit God desires is often seen in our character and how we treat others. Even the small, everyday choices we make can reflect His love. The tenants in the story rejected the landowner because they wanted control. I think we can all relate to that. Sometimes we hold on too tightly to our plans, our time, and our resources, thinking they're ours to keep. But everything we have belongs to God. Are we willing to offer our gifts back to God? Are we using those gifts that He has given us to bless others? There's so much freedom and joy when we let go and trust God with our vineyard. So where do we go from here? Maybe it's time for a little heart check. What does my vineyard look like right now? Is it flourishing, or are there areas that I've neglected? Am I bearing fruit that reflects God's love and grace? Or how can I be more intentional with the gifts He has given me? God is so patient with us. He's only inviting us to return to Him, to tend our vineyard well, and to live lives that bear fruit. My prayer is that we'll choose to be faithful stewards, bringing joy to the one who has entrusted us with so much. Thank you for spending this time of reflection with me. I pray that you have a fruitful time of prayer today. I hope you have been blessed by today's reflection. Again, my name is Denmark Gilisanya from the Service of the Living God community in Ormoc City. Thank you and have a blessed day.